This is one of the best foods in the forest.
What is it?
Ant larvae.
That's it there.
That's it.
OK, so it looks like a bit of a coconut from here.
You got to give it a good shake. Yep.
I've been shopping for eggs before, but not quite like this. Ah, they're sharp.
What the?
And it's raining with ants everywhere here. This is the 4,000 island region of the Mekong River in southern Laos. And the Mekong is the lifeblood of this incredible landlocked country. What an amazing place. Running from north to south, the mighty Mekong is Laos' backbone, part highway, part water supply, and crucially, a vital source of food, which I'm told is bloody delicious. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. But from what I've heard, trying to get my hands on this amazing food won't be easy. Laotians go to extreme lengths to source their ingredients. And I'm here to learn their secrets. My adventure begins in the deep south, on the banks of the Coney Falls. I'm meeting a chef who I hope can give me the lowdown on Lao cuisine. And after all that paddling, I'm hoping he's late on lunch. Joy, good to see you.
Hi, good to see you.
Likewise. What an amazing river.
Yeah, it is.
With one of the top-rated restaurants in the country, Joy Nyambupa is passionate about Lao food, celebrating its unique blend of flavors that can't be found anywhere else in the world. First of all, an absolute pleasure, because you've helped put Lao cuisine on the map. I'm dying to get to understand the Lao cuisine.
Lao food not too sweet,
Right.
but we use lots of stuff that we get from the forest or
Yes.
from the river. We use more herbs.
Wow,
You can
that's
get
incredible.
that.
What is he doing over there, that crazy man?
He's do fishing
I mean, not the safest place to fish.
because very strong water,
Yes.
so the fish more tasty.
Wow.
Yeah, they get fight against the current.
Wow. So by fighting the current, they get a little bit more tastier.
More tasty, more exercise.
Wow, more exercise.
More exercise,
And so there's a big difference between fish being caught down here than
Yeah.
there is over the other side of the rapids. It's just so dangerous. It's almost like on the edge of that rock.
Yeah, would you like to try to do the?
Me?
Yeah.
It's dangerous, right?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah, I beg to differ. Coney Falls are the widest in the world. And 2.5 million gallons of water crash over these rocks every second. I was hoping for lunch, but this wasn't what I had in mind. What in the are we doing? Seriously? You sure this will take my weight, Joy?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Where are we going? Man! Local fisherman Mr. Senchan has been risking his life, catching these prized Mekong fish for decades. Joy, these fish better taste delicious. This is crazy. Traditional cast net fishing has been practiced for thousands of years. Elbow? But I've just minutes to get the hang of it.
Number.
Hold. Happy? Ready? This is not a good idea.
Yeah, no, try not to jump with the net.
Yes.
Oh, come on!
Oh, I tell you what, they make it look so easy, but there is nothing easy in this. That's an edgy place to fish. It's the force of that water inches away from you. And one slip, and you're gone. Joy, this time,
This
want to
time?
catch something?
Finger cross, we can
Yes. Here we go.
Wow. Good job. Hope we get some fish. What is it?
Yeah, nothing. There's got to be an easier way of catching fish here, surely.
Come on. Oh.
Nothing.
It's good early in the morning.
What?
Oh, yeah, it's good. Lots of fish they catch usually early in the morning.
So you're telling me it's not the right time of day? Holy joy. There's no joy in this.
Thankfully, Mr. Senchan takes pity on me and kindly shares his morning catch.
Oh my God. And was that here?
Yes.
Look at those beauties. They are gorgeous. Right, let's go and eat some before we get killed.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, this is a traditional way of cooking this, right?
Yes, yes. You usually allow people like every weekend with friends we go to fishing.
Yes.
Then we barbecue along the river.
And you wrap that in a banana leaf?
Yes, with the bamboo skewer, and then also inside we stuff with the lemongrass.
That smells incredible.
Before his culinary calling, Joy spent 7 years as a monk.
I learned a lot, and also in the temple I learned a lot about food.
Wow. Do you think that's where you wanted to become a chef as a monk?
Yes.
And still today, the monks are highly respected.
Yeah. In the next few days, I'm going to cook for the temple, if you would like to help me.
Wow. You want me to cook
Yes.
for the monks in the temple? Joy's set me a mission to cook for the monks. And they are it's almost like royalty here.
The monks at Wat Kon Tai Temple, like monks all over Laos, rely on the generosity of their neighbours to eat. Though money is tight, locals prepare daily feasts for them in the hope of receiving a blessing.
Look at that. Oh, yes. That's come out beautiful. Man, that fish is so soft.
Yeah.
I'm dying to taste that.
Cooking for such highly esteemed guests will be a real challenge. But Joy tells me there's an added twist.
The scary thing for me is that it needs to be served at 11, because after midday, they cannot eat till the following morning. So I've got my work cut out. It's so delicious.
I've less than a week to get to grips with Lao cuisine and prepare a feast at the temple. I'm no saint, so to boost my karma credit rating, I have to make sure I nail it.
That's really delicious, thank God, because that is the most dangerous fish I've ever helped catch.
So, with the challenge set, I'm hitting the river. Along the banks of the Mekong, the rice paddies yield all manner of surprising delicacies for the self-sufficient locals. So Joy's friend Yuta has brought me to meet rice farmer Mr. Ten and his family.
Hello.
สบายดี
Swadidi.
สบายดี
How are you? You good? Nice to see you. Hello. What kind of foods are you sourcing from here? Because I see the river that side and the paddy fields that side.
มีกบ มีปู มีแมงลา
frogs
Frogs.
tobites
Hold on, toe bites. Toe, as in.
tobites the one
Insects that bite your
exactly,
toes.
bite your toes yes exactly
แซ่บแซ่บ
Wow.
yes all yummy
Oh, yummy.
all yummy
Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's go. Toe biters. What size
Toe
are these
biters.
things?
The rice fields are only a short walk away, but like men around the world, Mr. Ten loves to show off his souped-up ride.
I feel like I'm on my granddad's lawnmower with half my grandma's washing machine in front.
good comparison
What a contraption.
This is his custom-built Iron Buffalo, and he's let me take the reins.
How do we start?
บะบะสายคันเร่ง
สายคันเร่ง or this is the string for the speed
Okay, so that's the acceleration pedal.
acceleration pedal
That's slow and that's fast.
ดึงอีกเป็นก้อน
hold this up first so after this
ไปหนา
Oh, okay. So that's like the handbrake, and this is the gear.
exactly
And seat belts?
มีสายหัดเอวอะ
บ่
We ready? Let's go.
swing
Let's go, Captain. Kids, buffaloes, frogs, get out of the way.
oh my god
We good?
I'm nervous. Slowly, slowly, slowly.
This may not be the safest ride, but I definitely feel safer than the people walking in front of me.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Hello!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Gotcha.
Stop, stop. Stop, stop, Gordon. Stop, stop.
This thing's a death trap.
Oh, man.
On my quest to discover the best local food to serve in a feast for monks, Mr. Ten leads me to a field that he assures me is full of Lao delicacies.
เมียงลา
He's looking for toe biters.
Life here is tough. Some families survive on just $5 a day. So foraging for insects provides much-needed protein, flavor, and if you're not careful, flesh wounds.
Here's one. Here's one here.
Oh, careful, it's gonna bite you.
They're sharp, those things.
Is it biting?
Can you get him? Here's one here. Look at that, the size of them. And what do? Boil them, grill them?
เฮ็ด
Man.
ปิ้งเดี๋ยวก็
Barbecue first and then
Barbecue.
make a dipping sauce.
Hey, another one.
Oh, you're good.
They're like large beetles.
Oh, man.
What was that? What was that?
Stop it on me.
Man, they're fast, these little bugs are. Frog, Mr. Tink. Say look. Wow. Bloody hell. Look at him. Ah, he is beautiful. Is he too small to eat?
ก้มหน่อยได้
Hey,
Too small.
wait.
While Mr. Ten takes the toe biters back to the kitchen,
Me in that one? Oh, man. Ready?
his sons take me out on the river. Now, at 210 pounds, I just hope I don't sink this thing. The Mekong is the second most biodiverse river in the world. It's full of fish that I failed to net, but it's also filled with delicious snails. Finally, prey I'm fast enough to catch.
This place is beautiful. So, where are they?
ลงไปเบิ่งน้ำหินเบิ่งหอยหาหอยในหิน
Underneath the weeds.
Underneath, yeah.
Okay, great. Let's go.
I'm not going.
You're not going?
No, I'm staying here.
Why?
Just in case I have to rescue you.
In case you have to what?
Rescue you.
Rescue me.
Yes.
Woo, that's fresh.
Careful, mate.
Hey, yeah. It's a strong current.
In these strong currents, I look less like Michael Phelps and more like Michael Palin.
It's a lot harder than you think, right?
It is, it is.
Huh?
It's not easy to put food on the table in this country.
Go on.
Oh, well done.
Look at those. How are you getting so many in one hand? Further in front.
Further.
Got another one.
Oh, what's that?
It's like a clam.
A clam, yeah. Wow. Well done.
It's going to take me all bloody day. I mean, listen, they're small. Let's just hope they're tasty. I've done over 500 dives. That dive was one of the most difficult because you can't dive in 1.5 meters of water when you've got a current that strong.
After a hard day's graft, Mr. Ten and his family teach me how they cook toe biters using traditional bamboo skewers.
And then through. How many times a week would you eat these?
กินได้คือเดียว
Once a week.
Once a week.
So it's regarded as a delicacy.
Yes. Cut it up.
So we grill them over the charcoal.
Yes.
Amazing.
อีกออก
Remove the wing.
Right. Just that.
Eat it.
Wow. Here we go.
Crunchy. Chewy.
Wow. That actually tastes almost like the inside of a lobster carcass. It's very sweet. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Really good. They don't look appetizing, but my God, get inside that head, it's like a sort of cross between a sweet lobster and a crab meat. And yeah, packed with protein. Big surprise. Amazing. Snails. Look, he's got one there. Thank you. Amazing.
เอาพักมาแล้วก็พัดมีผักหอมผักสลัดผักกระโดนข้าว
Roll that up tight.
Yep.
It's like a snail lettuce roll.
Snail roll. Yep. How's that?
โอเค
It's delicious.
แซ่บหลาย
Better than okay.
แซ่บหลาย
Seblai.
Yeah. แซ่บหลายหลาย
Seblai. These snails are very meaty. So not only are we harvesting the most amazing rice, but we've got this bounty of ingredients that is expensive protein because they taste delicious.
The effort it takes to create just one meal here is humbling.
At home we have snails with garlic butter, fancy tongs, and stupid shells. This is delicious.
I'd love to serve some of these critters to the monks, but I'd be here all week catching them, and there just isn't time. It's just 48 hours until the monks' banquet, and I've still got a lot to learn. So I'm heading to a remote village where I've heard there's a forest that packs a punch of flavors. I was given two travel options. I'd drive down a dirt road that would take hours, or a shortcut. This is the shortcut.
Mick!
Hey,
Good morning.
great to meet you.
Likewise, but good to see you.
Excellent, yeah.
What an amazing place.
It really is.
Man.
Australian adventurer Mick O'Shea has been exploring this region for decades. He's promised to get me there in one piece.
How difficult is that going to be?
There's certainly some challenges. We've got some very strong whirlpools.
Right.
You don't want to swim here.
Mick tells me the locals call these falls the Spirit Trap, after the demons believed to be caught beneath its rapids.
Whew. Man, that looks fast down there.
And I'm beginning to understand why.
Now, generally, we want to stay in the middle, okay, because along the edge, the water's very fast. You don't really want to get scraped along the rocks. The whirlpools downstream, a few hundred metres down there, they can suck someone down for quite a few seconds.
Right.
If that happens, you've really just got to focus on holding your breath.
Right.
The currents are so strong that swimming against any sort of current here, it's a losing battle. How are you feeling about this?
Yeah, a little bit nervous.
If your adrenaline wasn't pumping now, I'd be a bit worried. I probably wouldn't want you going down there because this is a serious undertaking.
Yeah. The things I do for food.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you. A bit nervous.
You ready, Gordon?
Yes, sir.
On three, 1, 2, 3. You ready, Gordon?
Yes, sir.
On three, 1, 2, 3. Lean over left. Lean left, lean left. That's good, keep leaning left, but keep leaning left.
When Mick said, "Do you want to take a shortcut to the forest?" I didn't realise that meant risking life and limb.
Okay, straighten up, straighten up. Straighten up, back on the left, pedal forward. Keep up that angle, bit more to the left.
But given the extremes I've experienced so far in this country, I shouldn't have been surprised.
Excellent, Kev, just pedal straight. Straighten up, straighten up. more to the left. All right. Nailed it. All right.
Honestly,
That was cool, eh?
that was insane.
You done a great job there, Gordon.
Man,
Well done, mate.
oh boy,
Great work, eh?
that was insane. Magical, brilliant, but it's tough in there. I'm just hoping that this village, is going to deliver some magic, because that was a journey and a half.
Back on dry land, it's into the Ban Hang Kong forest for a lesson on Lao flavours.
Man, this is deep now.
But of course, adrenaline junkie Mick insists on another dodgy shortcut.
It's not going to take you and I.
Exactly. I think we spaced ourselves out.
I mean, really?
Just watch that next bit, Gordon. It's like a little bit wobbly.
What is wrong with you?
Here we are. This is the village.
We're here.
Yep.
People in the isolated village of Han Kon Noi rely on the forest to survive.
Hey, Mr. Myung. How are you? How are you?
Swanidi.
Oh, hang on.
Mr. Miang is Lao's answer to Daniel Boone. I'm hoping his knowledge of forest flavours can inspire a winning menu for the discerning monks.
You have the most amazing garden. It's almost like this perfect market stroke supermarket.
Wait till you see Mr. Myung out in the forest, man. He's amazing. Pai pa, na?
That's incredible. It is beautiful in here. Really beautiful. Oh.
พักขวดพักเก็บพักตัวนี้ไปกินกับปนกับแก้วกินได้แต่ว่ามันบ่มีอ่อนมีแต่แกนกินบ่ได้มันหยังบ่ขาด
Looks like a bay leaf.
It does.
มันหวานจังได๋กัน
That's bitter, isn't it?
It is. It is. A lot of ingredients in Lao food which, on their own, you wouldn't enjoy. But by balancing them with other flavours, it really changes it.
That's incredible. Those leaves, quite juicy inside, but very sour. Yeah, pretty remarkable. What's that?
Ah, that's rattan. It's covered in horrific thorns. You've got to be really careful working with this stuff. It's quite a fibrous, sweet flesh underneath.
So we're eating the centre of it?
Yes, exactly.
Bloody hell. Thank you.
It's a bit off. That's it. Yep.
It's almost like a heart of palm.
Exactly. It's basically what it is.
In Europe, we'll forage for mushrooms, vegetables. This is taking foraging to a completely new level. I mean, every 2 or 3 meters, there's something different, a leaf, a flower. It is like a Garden of Eden, because everything you touch, pick, you can eat. What's the next aisle?
Oh, you're going to like this, Gordon. This is one of the best foods in the forest. Ant larvae.
Ant
Yep.
larvae?
Yep. They actually have a citrus flavour. So it's it's a bit like having lemon juice or lime juice sprinkled over protein.
But where are they?
They're actually up in the trees. These ants, they sew the leaves together and make a nest in the trees.
Wow.
ให้คอยซอยบ่
Don't. All right, he's asked if you can give him a hand. So it's definitely a two-man job. That piece of bamboo is probably like 10 metres long. Come on, Gordy.
That's it there.
That's it.
How do you release it?
Get under it. You've got to give it a good shake.
Oh, so just shaking the ants into the basket. We're not going to
That's
take
right.
the nest out.
Yep.
It's raining with ants everywhere here. Ah.
Well, the thing with these ants, right, is that when they're grumpy, they excrete acid. So they bite your skin and then they squirt the equivalent of lime juice into it.
เบิดล่ะ
Ah. They're sharp. Watch out, my eggs, don't break my eggs.
That's all right.
I've been shopping for eggs before, but not quite like this.
I'm constantly impressed by the length these Laotians will go to for food, risking a hailstorm of aggressive biting ants just to add a little citrus flavour to their foods. That's wild.
What an amazing little kitchen this is.
Isn't it?
Sabadi.
Sabadi bar.
Mr. Myang's daughters show me how these ants can spice up a Tom Jar Pass soup and face the question every chef asks in the kitchen.
Can I help?
มีบักหน้ามีบักพีกบักเทียม
In the pestle, that she's got chili, lime, and salt.
What an amazing kitchen you have here. Any chance we can turn the air conditioner on?
I don't even think they'd know what you're talking about.
Electricity arrived in this region just 10 years ago, but most people still use traditional charcoal stoves, which have two settings, hot and hot.
And so they are that's the ants.
That's your ant eggs, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, mixed in with the ants.
Wow. They're delicious. They look like little maggots.
They pretty much are.
So we're gonna finish the soup with the ants.
ใส่แกง
Yes, that's right. A bunch of those herbs that we've collected in the forest, a bunch of them are in that soup already.
That's incredible.
เป็นผักบัวกับผักชี
So they've got coriander and spring onions in there.
Okay.
So put it all in, she said.
Ants. I mean, they had this citrus flavour of almost like little tiny particles of a lime and a lemon, and they were finishing the soup with that. I think it's delicious. Delicious. Had this zesty sort of, freshness to the soup. Really good. And do any of the men cook in the village?
ผู้หญิงท
All ying 100% men,
ำแมน
In this village, only the girls cook usually.
แบบช่วยกันไปผู้ชายจะเฮ็ดงานหนักผู้หญิงเขาก็เฮ็ดอาหาร
So
Trust me, this is hard work.
เจ้าเฮ็ดสั่งอยู่ต่างประเทศ
I'm a cook. Taste buds are on fire. I think I'm starting to lay those foundations of Lao food, the finishing of the herbs, the chilies. It's sour, a touch of sweetness in there as well.
If you told me a week ago I'd be making ant soup, I'd have said, you're crazy. But it will make a great addition to the menu for the monks in a couple of days' time. After surviving cast net fishing, extreme rapids, toe biters, and stinging ants, today I'm embracing the Laotian saying, please don't rush. So, with that in mind, I'm heading to Don Tan Island to sample a local liquor known as Lao Lao.
Wow. Look at those.
Yeah.
They're chilling out, they're on holiday.
Cafe owner Nang is taking me to meet a local whiskey maker. She has two important jobs today, translator and drinking buddy.
We know this moonshine is super strong, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely, yeah.
So, not to be drunk during the day, a little sip in the evening, right?
Local people here every morning, 7 a.m. like 1 shot, 2 shot.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
For breakfast. The people here, they work hard and they don't think about a new clothes or like expensive thing here. They're just happy to have good food and enjoy chatting, drink a whiskey here. This is the famous in this area.
Work hard, be happy, and drink moonshine.
Yeah. Thank you, Gordon.
Where's the man?
This here. สบายดี This is Mr. Sin,
Mr.
the
Sin.
moonshine man.
Nice to see you.
This is Gordon. He's from London.
And how long has he been making moonshine?
ทราบกลัวดีแล้ว
More than 20 years, he said.
20 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that coming through.
I've been warned, this local hooch can top out at around 120 proof.
Yeah.
So,
ตรงไหนมันหอดดีแหละตรงนั้น
it smells very strong.
Given how extreme everything I've experienced in Laos is, I hope this won't make me blind.
Ready?
Yeah, try it.
It smells very strong.
So far, I've risked life and limb on my culinary adventure in Laos. But now, I risk my reputation as a proud Scotsman and sample some local rice whiskey. This is what I was born for. Cheers.
Ready?
Yeah, try it. Oh, me? Okay.
Are you trying to kill me? Is it?
เพราะเราโกก
This one
จุด
is the
ตุด
And my lips are numb.
and ซบเพิ่นจนแบบโพงเพิ่นว่า
Forget the monks, it's almost forced me into a vow of silence. Imported liquor is far too expensive for most Laotian people. So they get their hard stuff from Mr. Singh, Lao's answer to Jack Daniels.
Apologise about the white legs. We don't get much sunshine in Scotland.
Only slightly whiter than my legs. The sticky rice has a high starch content, the perfect base for whiskey.
Onto the table.
After it's steamed and washed, yeast is added and is fermented for several days.
If I was to make moonshine like this in the Highlands of Scotland, you'd get me put into prison.
เขาจับเพิ่นแล้วเพิ่นน่ะอยู่คุกเพิ่นว่า
ๆซ้อมมาเลยก็อุปสรรคเว้ยเราวะ
Who's that shouting?
รัดมันได้รัดมันได้
He come to buy the Lao whiskey the moonshine
He wants moonshine.
อ้าว hello เอาไปส่ง
You got some ready? That's the moonshine in here.
ขาวว่าหั่นแล้วว่า
How much?
50,000 kip it's like $6
As well as making the moonshine, Mr. Singh appears to run the local drive-through.
Hello, sir. Brewed by the finest. Good to see you. Nice to see you. Little taste, little sample.
very good he said very good
50,000, thank you. Enjoy. Take care.
And just when you thought things couldn't get any more bonkers,
What is that?
that is gecko and the herb
You've marinated the geckos in whiskey.
my friend make it
No. 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 Those poor bastards. Woo. I put vanilla in my spirits, you put geckos.
never mind Lao style you can try yeah very good
That actually tastes better. Yeah, that's good.
It's more.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, come from the herb and we mix some special herb. This one, but the secret.
Secret herbs
Secret.
with geckos inside. But the
So-
flavour is extraordinary. Mr. Singh, thank you. You are a true legend. Kopchelele.
ใจได้
Yes, nice.
Thank you. Man, those poor geckos, how can you do that to them? They're pets in England. Oh.
We eat everything in Laos.
I'm not sure serving paint stripper to the monks tomorrow will earn me good karma. But if I burn off the alcohol, I reckon it will make a heavenly banana flambe.
Now that's a sunrise.
Yeah, was beautiful.
That is beautiful. Switches the light on the Mekong, doesn't it?
Yes.
It lights it up.
It's feast day, and I'm back with Chef Joy. And in Lao, the early bird catches the worm, then probably puts it in whiskey.
The pressure's on to get everything bought, cooked,
Yeah.
served,
Yeah.
or we want to have some happy monks today.
Yeah, yeah.
We need fish, and because the monks have to eat early before my kids are usually out of bed, Joy decides the only option is to buy it.
Amazing. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, that is literally on the riverbank. These two are beautiful, right?
Yeah, beautiful the catfish.
They look great.
Yeah.
Look at the colours of those.
Yeah. So we get two of them.
Yeah?
Oh, song to ai. Song to. Okay there.
Thank you. They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
What do they cost
So,
altogether?
ป้าไป4,000เอาเจ๊แซน40
40,000 kip.
A steal at just $5.
That's good, yeah. So we carry out.
Thank you. Amazing.
With more ingredients still to get, we've got to crack on to not be late for the monks. So it's pedal to the metal, or not.
I do think I can actually walk quicker than this taxi.
The daily Nakasan market is packed full of incredible Mekong produce.
Look at these fish.
That's good stuff. Yeah, the fresh fish. And also on the left-hand side here, we got fermented fish.
Fermented fish.
Fermented fish, yeah.
Yeah.
This one, in Laos we call padek.
Padek.
Yeah, they use a sticky rice husk to preserve it.
Right.
So every Lao house have one of
Right.
these. So this is the best ingredient for Lao cooking.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, this one we put inside the soup.
Soup, yeah.
You can try it?
Yeah.
So it's got the fish intestine with ginger and chili.
That's delicious.
Yeah.
That's really delicious. Everything's not just only super fresh, but no one's using refrigeration.
No.
Hence the reason why we've got everything
They get everything fermented
fresh,
and
fermented.
fresh fermented, yeah.
Fermented fish. I mean, what a great way of finishing those stews. It's all starting to make sense because here's like the heartbeat. I've seen it all come into one little zone now. How amazing all this is.
Yeah, so on the bok choy. So those are stuff here, they grow along the Mekong.
This is grown along the Mekong as well.
Yeah.
We've collected all our ingredients, and there's just time for a little pick-me-up before we cook. I was hoping for a quick coffee, but Joy wants me to try the local stimulant, betel nut.
They get the leaf and they put the betel nut in.
Right.
So this betel nut, they grow along the river bank.
Okay, again,
The flavour again.
so much alongside the river.
This one, in Lao we call mark. You see when you're chewing it, it make you feel dizzy
Why would you chew that if you're going to feel dizzy?
because it's got tobacco in it.
Tobacco?
Yeah.
So you roll this up.
Yeah.
You ready?
Ready? 1,
2, 3.
이거 어때요? 어?
แค่นี้ก็ได้
아,
Sorry. No. No. No.
The locals may love the betel nut for a quick pick-me-up,
Why you make me do that?
but the only time I'll pick it up again is to toss it in the nearest bin. Having survived my partial poisoning, it's time to face today's real challenge. Using everything I've learnt this week to cook for the monks of Wat Kong Thai Temple.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful temple.
Wow.
More revered than royalty, these guys are used to the cream of this country's cuisine.
We're up against it time-wise, right?
Yeah, yes.
And as they start fasting at midday, I've got just 2 hours to prepare my feast and lay it before them.
This is it. Everything I've understood, got up to speed with this week. It all comes down to this. Hey, how difficult are the monks? Are they like food critics?
Yeah, some of them.
Every time I get to cook for a festival, royalty, monks, trust me, there's always those nerves. So it's gonna be a tough one this morning. The catfish stew, okay?
My main dish is a sweet and sour fish stew inspired by Mr. Muyang's daughters.
So nice. Using fish this fresh.
Fish, yeah.
And my trip to the market.
I'm gonna use a fermented fish
Yeah,
sauce
fermented fish sauce.
and
Yeah,
give
yeah.
that the sort of nice fermented sour flavour at the base of this catfish stew. I'm also gonna put a touch of tamarind in that as well.
Oh, nice. Get rid of sour texture.
The sour texture, that's right.
Joy is also cooking a catfish main course. And for his sauce, he's really branching out.
Are you really chopping wood to put in the soup?
Yes, yeah, I'm going to would everyone come look over?
You've gone barking mad.
Yeah.
But what does the wood do to the soup?
It get a bit of Sichuan pepper texture.
Okay.
Make it mouth numb and tingling.
Very interesting.
And by interesting, I mean really freaking weird. But right now, I can't afford to get distracted.
So now it's close to 10 o'clock, so we got 1 hour.
Why can't they just spend one day a year eating at 2 p.m. in the afternoon? Just give us a bit more time.
No, there's against the rules.
But telephone the chief monk. Right, catfish stew done. Please,
Need chili.
need chili.
Yeah, a bit more chili, a bit of tamarind.
Yet, there's me thinking it's too hot. It's too soury, and he's saying more chili. I mean, unbelievable.
While I chop some more chili for my stew, Joy's on to his second course.
What are you doing with the lemongrass?
I'm spreading the lemongrass to stuff the fish inside.
Fish wrapped in intricate lemongrass parcels. Amazing, except for the fact that I'm behind and Joy needs my kitchen.
You want to borrow my fryer?
Yes, please.
Now you're treating me like I'm your sous chef now. Huh?
Yes.
I thought you were sort of sweet, endearing, and helpful.
Look outside, sweet, but inside not sweet.
Look outside sweet, but inside not sweet. Outside sweet, inside competitive.
Yeah.
What happens if they don't like the food?
Or they won't give you blessing.
They won't give you the blessing.
Yeah.
With my kitchen back, I can finally start my second course. A spicy take on the banana leaf fish wrap I ate on the banks of the Mekong 5 days ago.
Man, it's a beautiful way of tying up these little packets. Hey, you want some help?
I'm good for now, thank you.
I was joking. I'm busy enough as it is.
With just 30 minutes left, Joy's thrown some catfish steaks on the barbecue. But I have one of those incredible Coney Falls fish.
I'm going to lightly coat this fish, stuff it with the herbs and the lemongrass. Yeah? And then, I'm going to literally quickly fry it. I've never had to cook this fast.
Huh?
No, I'm a little bit in the...
Okay, you're not allowed to say bad word here. This is a nice word. The bad karma. No.
No.
Not
Not
nice
even...
word.
Nice words.
Yeah.
Give me a word.
Bad karma or not, I'm struggling to hold my tongue.
Why can't...
We are against the time here. We need to finish before we got
Because the pressure is really on.
Where do I wash my pan?
in the river, in the
Oh,
Mekong.
for God's sake, man.
But with just moments to spare, I'm on to my final dish. Now I get to use the super strength Gecko rice whiskey. And 3 words we can all enjoy.
Caramelized flambe bananas.
No, you can't.
Hold on a minute.
No, you can't do moonshine for the monk.
It'll be caramelized. The alcohol will be gone.
But still got you've got alcohol in it.
Please.
No, you can't. So they beat the drum for the people to bring the food into the temple.
The monks may live a holy life, but missing out on my banana flambe may be their greatest sacrifice of all.
We better hurry.
Yes.
Time to plate up.
Okay, Joy.
You done?
Just in time.
Finally, my feast is finished. A sweet and sour catfish stew, spicy banana leaf fish wrap, Coney Falls finest catch, and a snake bean salad. But Joy's outdone himself. I wood-infused catfish soup, delicate lemongrass and fish parcels, and mouth-watering barbecued fish steaks.
This is crazy. If they just eat at the same time every day, 2 o'clock will be
Yes,
fine.
every time, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay, yes, it's okay. So good to do.
I have the honor of serving the head monk and his novices.
Please enjoy.
Mealtimes are sacred, so Joy and I grab a sneak peek from a distance.
They don't look very happy. That's how they normally look.
Yeah, normally look, they just eat slowly, quiet. Like when they don't talk, and they don't, say.
Watching the monks eat my dishes feels a bit spiritual. Hopefully, it's a taste of heaven, and they won't condemn me to eternity doing the dishes in Hell's Kitchen. Finally, the moment of truth.
เรารสชาติมันคือกับมันแบบมันคนบ้านเฮาเฮ็ดบ่รสชาติลืมมันต่าง Chef Juan, everything tastes good.
Excellent. Please ask him about the catfish stew.
ไหนคือกัน
Tại là thức súp trước bác con nhiều bò.
เออ
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah, like
Great. Will you explain that I did have a dessert for caramelized bananas with moonshine, but we're not allowed. But next time I'll just barbecue the bananas.
Okay. Có ơn banana flambe với bảo sả lau sờ nó. Lau với giác hiện ha sát thủ quân.
Clearly, he's not impressed with my flambe faux pas. But I've still done enough to earn a blessing. On my Laotian journey, I've unearthed a vibrant cuisine that's packed full of flavours and found in the most surprising places. As the Laotian people slowly emerge from poverty, the Mekong River continues to give them something very valuable. A rich culture that thrills the taste buds and feeds the soul. That is priceless. What an amazing week, thank you.
Yeah, thank you to you. Yeah, nice to meet you.
I'll see you soon.
Good luck.
Yes.
Okay.
Amazing week.
Yeah, thank you.
And so with my karmic balance restored, at least for the moment, it's on to my next adventure.
Check.
Hannes?
Oui.
But where are the mushrooms?
Down.
The mushrooms are where? Oh. The name is Gordon James, yeah? Bad James Bond. Look at that. All this for mushroom. It better be delicious. This is insane.
I'm in Morocco, North Africa, to discover the hidden culinary secrets of this incredible country.
I've always loved Moroccan food because every bite is steeped in history.
Over the centuries, the Arabs, Spanish, Ottomans and French have all left their mark on the cuisine of the indigenous Berber people. My journey of discovery begins in Fez, northwest Morocco, the country's culinary capital, located on the edge of the Middle Atlas Mountains. The Medina of Fez is one of the oldest walled cities in the world. It feels like I've been transported back in time.
Incredible and beautiful and confusing all at the same freaking time. Man, so...
This place is like a labyrinth.
This is crazy.
There's over 9,000 alleyways, and I think I've been down every one.
The most confusing maze ever.
I'm supposed to be meeting one of Morocco's finest chefs, Najat Kanach.
Bonjour, ça va? Ouais, malheureusement non. Je suis perdu. I am lost.
But finding our rendezvous point is proving trickier than I expected. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the spot.
Oh my God! How are you?
Najat Kanach is one of a small band of pioneering female chefs, changing the face of Moroccan cuisine.
Voila.
After earning her stripes at a string of Michelin-star establishments across Europe and America, her own restaurant in the heart of the Medina is already gaining quite a reputation.
The first thing I thought about, what would it be like to have a restaurant here with all this product on your doorstep?
Look at all this fish.
Amazing.
This is local. This is what people eat.
Do you ever get lost down here?
You get lost. Even if you live in here, you get lost. It is.
So I'm not the only one.
I get lost, and I used to walk in this Medina barefoot. So imagine.
In Bedford.
Barefoot.
It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Now I'm dying to get really underneath this incredible oasis.
Thank you very much.
Can you lead the way? Because I'm useless.
Can we go?
Okay.
Can we go?
Straight up. God. Thank you. Place is crazy.
Najat tells me this has been a food market since the 9th century.
This is the flavors of Morocco.
Wow.
Like here. Look
Just
at
the colours. The colours.
Try this one.
Thank you.
You know,
That's delicious.
chilies. You're too whitey for hotness, I understand.
I'm too white for hotness. Did you just say that to me?
Yes, because I just gave you a chili that is very hot, you know?
I love
Let's
chili.
focus on this, yeah?
Delicious. Really good. Thank you. Amazing.
Look at the meat man.
Tu vas bien?
You like to speak French, eh?
Oui. And what is that?
This is our butter. I need you to smell.
Bloody hell.
This woman. You know, the French people think that they invented phyllo.
Yes, I've made phyllo, but that's not phyllo, no?
I know, this is not phyllo. This is vodka.
Okay, right, okay.
That,
It looks like my grandma's curtains. So is it flour and water?
You're hilarious. This is water and flour.
That is beautiful.
I think you should go inside and try.
Try that.
Yes.
And if I...
And I'm going to correct you because I'm allowed to do that today.
Right. Will you tell her I'm a cook in England? Because you look at me like I'm an idiot.
Venga, let's go. You have to stretch it without pressing. Bravo, she says. It's so wonderful to see you do this.
Yes.
When Najat finally stops laughing at me, I manage to finish my pastry.
Venga, stretch it and bring it in here, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go. Wow. Mr. Gordon made. Bravo, colega. Awesome. Yeah,
and
you
it's-
like this more.
It's thin enough?
So now, hello, now you have to be careful when it cooks. You gotta bring it up.
Gotcha.
Take it up. Back on top a little bit. اسمح لي لا لا اسمح لي.
Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you so much.
So easy.
Easy. I wouldn't say easy. Au revoir. Merci beaucoup. Man, it's a lot harder than it looks, let me tell you. I'm not very good at being crap at doing something, so I felt a little bit awkward. That was difficult.
Well, not difficult. It's all about practice, chef.
Najat is a little firecracker. That's how feisty she is. Right now, I feel like a fish out of water.
I'm going to invite you to serve us 2 beautiful magical glasses of tea. How about that?
You'd like a
You
glass?
go, yeah, well, I would like a glass poured by you from all the way up. Come on, you can do it.
Ready?
Yeah. Go. Oh my God, you're a pro. Yeah, that's it. You pass your exam.
I've made a discovery about Najat that may just explain her attitude towards me.
You are a powerful chef here, aren't you?
Yes, sir?
And you applied to work in my restaurant 7 times.
Yeah, and you never hire me.
You should have phoned me. I would have given you a job any day. Stop it.
I can't believe I didn't hire Najat. Hopefully, she's moved past it. Or the only dish I'll be eating on my Moroccan journey is humble pie.
I want you to go to the mountains.
You want me to go to the mountains?
Yes, to the Berber land, the people who really still have the traditions and the way of cooking.
Right.
At the end of this week is the New Year's for the Berber people.
Wait. At the end of the week is New Year's Eve.
You and me going to cook.
But I want you to kick my butt in there.
We will, that's my territory.
So that's how it's going to work. You're sending me out there.
I'm gonna send you out there, and if you don't apply to all this teen knowledge that you got from this beautiful fest, we're going to butcher you. How about that?
Najat has just dropped the bombshell. Because not only am I going into the mountains to understand that Berber culture, I'm cooking a feast at the end of the week on one of the most important nights of the year, New Year's Eve. Where do I start?
First, I would really love you to meet the mushroom man. He's super magical. He has white hair like you, but he's great. And he has the best truffles, the best morels, the best lecep.
They're the Rolls Royce of mushrooms, Morale mushrooms.
Yes.
This is amazing. Cheers.
I think he's gonna find few difficulties because you have to go from 3-star Michelin chef to be in the nature, to be with the Berber people. See, he's gonna have a couple of few difficulties in that.
With just 5 days till we cook a feast for New Year, my mission is clear. Head into the mountains to get to grips with the magic of Berber cuisine.
Look at this view. Come on. It doesn't get any better than that.
Najat's arranged for her mushroom hunters to meet me.
She said that these guys are secretive. So secretive that they've got special ways to get you to locations of these mushrooms.
Najat's been a bit coy about what she's set up, but she's told me to expect quite an adventure.
The air conditioner's working here. Just checking the brakes are working. Bonjour.
Ah, bienvenue, marhaba.
Merci beaucoup.
Ça va?
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Allez, la pente.
Fatigué.
Oui, et voilà. Ça, c'est un baudrier.
My first surprise comes when my guide starts looking to harness me up.
But where are the mushrooms?
Pour chercher down.
The mushrooms are where?
From here.
Oh la la. You are kidding me. That's crazy.
There must be an easier way to get to these mushrooms.
Okay.
The name is Gordon James, yeah? About James Bond. I just want to pick mushrooms.
But apparently, this is Najat's idea of a good time.
Listen, I love mushrooms. This is insane. All this for a mushroom. It better be delicious.
Marche, on marche.
Look at that. Holy. Oh, man. Seriously? Really?
I think I'm paying the price for not giving Moroccan chef Najat a job. She sent me on the scenic route to meet up with the mysterious mushroom hunters.
I'm a big adventurer and I love mushrooms, but that's the scariest descent that I've ever done for a mushroom. But I loved it. As soon as I got down to the bottom, I wanted to go back up to the top and come back down. Bonjour! Okay, where are the mushrooms?
I will show you where the mushrooms are. Welcome. Okay.
These mushrooms better taste delicious.
Try. Yeah, good. Sure, yeah.
Bonjour, how are you?
I'm the king of the mushrooms.
You're the king of the mushrooms. Where are the bloody mushrooms?
No,
Let's go.
right now.
Let's go. I doubt anyone's following us.
Abdullah is Chef Najat's main mushroom supplier. He and his men have spent the last few days foraging this remote forest. And today, they're willing to share with me the pick of their bounty.
Every chef in Britain would love to get their hands on that basket. Oh, my Lord. Thank you. Chanterelle,
Chanterelle, Girolles, Chanterelle, Maurice.
Ceps, and Morels.
For the thing.
All in the same back garden.
Yeah.
From a chef's point of view, it's a magical basket. Can you imagine what they taste like cooked?
Have you heard about Midfuna before?
Midfuna.
Yes, that's
It's
what
like
we're
a-
planning to do now.
It's like a
Berber pizza.
Berber pizza.
Yes.
My newfound friend, Brahim, gives me a masterclass on how the Berbers cook pizza in the mountains. Spoiler alert, it's a bit different from Domino's.
We use the most expensive mushrooms in the world.
Abdullah, magic.
The top of quality.
This is a dream for me, Abdullah. I love you. We'll put the porcini in first. Girolles here. Then I'll put the morel. And then trumpet, some onions, and garlic.
Ras Al Hanout is a mix of spices widely used in Moroccan cuisine.
Ah, perfect.
Bread. I saw this on my visit in the Medina. Yeah, it's getting nice and flat. Now I'm starting to understand what Najat was explaining. Get closer to the Berbers, understand what the villagers are doing. Mushrooms in. Look at those.
Now, goat cheese.
Wow, this is getting better and better and better. So goat cheese is going to give it its saltiness, right? Nice.
It's a very nice combination. You
It's
know?
a beautiful combination. Now for the lid. That goes on top. Back on.
The Berbers, they like making this. Most of them, they're nomads. They live in the mountains.
Yeah.
And the mushrooms are everywhere, you know?
What a treat.
Take some olive branches.
Right. So it's cooking
From the bottom,
from the bottom
to the top.
and the top, yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
And warming us up.
And keeping us warm, yeah.
Yeah.
I've rappelled for them, I've swam for them, And now, it's finally time to eat these precious mushrooms.
Abdullah, look at that. Really beautiful. Look. I mean, it just looks delicious, right?
This is the reason to come back many times to the forest.
Wow. That is absolutely delicious.
That was one of the best pizzas I've ever eaten. Putting a slice of that on my menu back home in London, you'd have to charge in excess of £100.
It's delicious.
The shock for me is that for the boys, it's a staple. They eat that every day. That's the big surprise. The luxuriousness of those mushrooms sandwiched between two slices of dough. Brilliant. Now, I want to be a Berber. With the Berber New Year just days away, the pressure is really on. I'm desperate to show Chef Najet that I can cut it in the world of Moroccan cuisine. And that means understanding every aspect of the Berber life. I'm so thrilled that Kader, one of Abdullah's mushroom hunters, has invited me to lunch in the village where he and his family live.
Amazing. So this is it?
Yes.
À la maison.
À la maison. Yes.
Hello. Bonjour. Tout va bien? How are you?
She's a little bit shy.
She's a little bit shy. And what's her name?
Fatima.
Fatima. It's a beautiful name. And how old is Fatima?
9 years.
9. After you. Thank you.
Kader and his daughter Fatima want to show me every element of Berber life, including the barn that houses their four-legged friend.
Wow. Huge donkey. Is that your taxi to school?
No, it's taxi. They can be doing this المدرسة.
My daughter's getting Uber, you get a donkey. I'd love to try and ride that thing.
Yeah.
You show me?
Lekker me lezen.
Okay. You sure it's going to take my weight?
Yeah, 100%.
You sure? Fatima? Oh, sugar. I'm too old to ride a donkey.
You want to make a move, you say Igra.
Igra.
Igra, yes.
Igra. Igra, please. Okay, good. Right, it's good. Oh, man. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. I've never been shown how to ride one, so thank you, Fatima. Well done.
After embarrassing myself riding the donkey, Kader and Fatima show me around the village and its traditional way of life.
Bonjour.
Kader introduces me to his mum. She still uses carpet weaving techniques that go back to the 12th century.
What kind of wool is that? Sheep wool. It's amazing how it's not breaking. Oh, look at the speed of her. Look, right. Aye. Grandma, you make this look so easy. And where would you sell these carpets?
They just take it to the nearest town.
So you go into the Medina?
Yes.
And how much would one of these cost?
About 2,500 dirham, Moroccan dirham.
2,500 dirham is about 260 bucks.
Okay, here we go.
She said you're too slow.
Too slow.
As we go eat this, no?
Happy, Mama? Oh, man. Oh, oh Fatima. That is an amazing skill. Merci, madame. Aye.
Now for the bit of Berber culture I'm most intrigued by, lunch.
Wow. Of course.
Yeah.
So this is the dining room.
Come.
Thank you. Amazing. This is lovely in here.
Some local foods. This is what the people eat.
They look like lentils.
Lentils. This is clarified butter.
Right.
This is olive oil, and this is olive. From this, they make this one.
Wow. The bed is baked here as well.
Yes, yeah. People here, they make their own food. They don't buy bread from the shop.
This food looks incredible.
Before we eat, we always say Bismillah.
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 Yes.
Bismillah. Thank you. They're delicious. It's so good. I'm so excited to be here. This weekend is your Berber New Year celebration.
Berber New Year is a very big day here in the Atlas Mountains. Everyone in the village celebrate, you know?
It's all about the food, the celebration.
It's all about the food, yes.
Wow. The pressure's on me even more now, not just for the standard you produce, but the New Year's celebration. Boy.
It's better to be ready.
Yeah, I better be ready.
Do you like it?
It is delicious. Do you know any British food?
Fish and chips.
Yes. That's good. That's very good. Thank you. This local olive oil tastes amazing, so I'm keen to discover how the Berbers make it. Bonjour. They've been making olive oil in this region since before Roman times, and I'm dying to get my hands on some to use in my New Year feast. Oh, man. And these have just been picked, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's try.
The first thing I've got to do is crush down the olives using the ancient grinder. But it's bloody hard work.
Allah!
What?
No, the mule.
The mule?
Yes. Okay. There? This one? Okay, this is fine.
Hurry up! That's perfect.
Okay.
Now, come on, you stubborn mule, please. He's allowed to go to the toilet. Just as I think I've mastered the medieval olive press, the mule gets a bout of stage fright. Come on, please. I'm getting beaten by a mule here. Slow it down. Slow him down.
It's hard to tell.
Okay. After crushing them down, I've now got to bag them up before we press the oil out. Scoop it in.
Yeah?
What an amazing process. The smell is incredible, right?
Smells nice, huh?
Isn't it? I mean, talk about fresh pressed.
Unfortunately, the mule can't do this.
Oh, look at that.
Coming out?
Yeah, it's definitely coming out.
يمكن تمضيك تدوق. تدوق. Don't taste it.
Do you leave bread in your pocket? Oh, my Lord. That is beautiful. Now, I've heard of extra virgin, but this is going to be extra, extra virgin. Look at that shine. I've never tasted olive oil straight from the press. That is amazing. And it's another lesson I can take into my Berber New Year feast to produce something really special for these hospitable people. Thank you. Oh, la, la. I want to get back. I want to show them what I can do and try to make this day a day to remember. With just 2 days until I deliver my New Year Berber banquet, the pressure is really on, and I can't afford to come up short in front of Chef Najat. So I'm heading back to Fez in search of a special dish. At home, we'll eat a ribeye or a fillet steak for a special occasion, but here in Morocco, Najat tells me there's a much more revered meat. Jamal, have you ever eaten camel?
Yeah, many times actually. You know, my first time I was invited to a feast. There was a wedding party, and I really enjoyed it.
I've enlisted the help of Jamal, a local guide, to take me to the only camel butcher in the Medina. Bonjour. Amar. C'était un grand plaisir. You are the only camel butcher in the Medina, right?
Yeah, indeed, he's the only one.
What's so special about camel meat?
Like the beef.
What, like beef?
Yeah.
As good as beef?
بحال البيف زعما
No, le bœuf احسن منه في المادة في لوغو il est très bon.
The camel much better than the beef.
Camel's better than beef?
Yeah, the taste and actually the benefits.
Wow. Je voulais savoir, c'est quoi ça? What is that?
C'est la bosse.
It's a hump.
The hump?
Camel, yeah.
The camel hump?
Yeah.
But it looks like just fat.
Fat actually, but you know, it's quite different from the cow fat. It gives smoke, it gives taste, flavor.
Right.
Amazing, yeah.
How long? How long ago was he beheaded?
هذا واحد 4 أيام.
4 days ago now.
4 days ago. We would never be able to get a Camel's butcher shop like this in the East End of London. We wouldn't be allowed this. I would love to taste some camel.
مرحبا مرحبا بكم نعرض عليك في الليل إن شاء الله جيت تتعشى معايا مرحبا.
He's inviting you tonight for dinner. He's gonna make a specialty, a tangia with camel.
طنجية كامل. Yes. طنجية كامل.
That sounds amazing. Merci beaucoup. Thank you,
À
Mark.
bientôt. À bientôt.
How exciting is that? So it's going to be the first time I've ever eaten camel. There's not many things I haven't eaten, but camel is one of them. So I can't wait to take up Omar's offer of a slap-up Tangier dinner tonight. It must have been amazing for you growing up in here.
Yeah.
Bonsoir, mon ami.
Bonjour, ça va.
Oui.
لاباس بخير. يلا.
Let's go.
يلا.
Please.
يلا.
How big is this restaurant?
يلا.
What are we doing in here? This is the weirdest restaurant I've ever seen. Are you crazy? Look at that oven. Whoa, man.
Vámonos.
Is this your head chef?
Hello, chef.
يا شيف سيدي شيف.
What is he doing in there? Jamal, what's going on?
Actually, he's keeping the fire on. And this is the oven of the hammam to heat up the rooms.
He's boiling water.
Yeah.
It turns out I've been brought to the basement of a public bathing house called a hammam, and so far, not a camel inside.
You see the tanks there? There's like hot water there.
Wow. Morocco's public bathing houses originated with the Ottomans in the 12th century, which also feels like the last time I ate anything. Omar, dinner.
طنجية مراكشية على قد قاعدتها.
This is the dinner. Tangia.
And what's in there?
The camel meat with some spices, with onions.
The Berbers have used Tangier clay pots to cook since before Roman times. Traditionally, the workers of the Medina leave their Tangiers here to slow cook and kill time by taking a bath upstairs.
You're not ready yet, but if you want to have like a good bath, do you know what is it?
I do. Never had one.
It's gonna be fun. You're gonna like it.
Merci vous, mon ami. Be careful. Don't get shriveled too much in there. Watch that beard. This camel better be good. Honestly.
Come have a good bath.
You said we're coming for dinner. And now look at us. Stark naked. Tell him to go easy on me, for sake. The last person that bathed me was my mum. I'm not that supple. There's nothing like a delicate massage. And this is nothing like a delicate massage. Jamal, I'm not trying to Olympics. Jamal.
Yeah.
I am enjoying it, okay? This is beautiful.
I told you.
But surely that Tangier must be ready by now.
Should be ready by now.
It should be ready by now.
Yeah.
Is there somewhere I can dry my hair? Do you have a hair dryer here? My mum always told me to wash my hands before dinner, but that was something else. I feel cleansed, I feel refreshed, but most of all, I feel absolutely bloody starving. Time for some camel. Oh. See, that smells delicious. Wow. That looks incredible. Now, just the way it dropped onto the plate, it bounced. So it's so tender.
Mm-hmm.
That is incredible.
تستاهل تحميم ولا ما تستاهلش؟
Is it good or not?
It's so delicious. Really nice, spicy, fragrant coating on the meat. The big surprise for me is how deep the richness of that meat is. That's the spice and the citrus. Omar's combined chunks of the camel's shoulder with tail and fat from the hump. What vegetables are in there?
Onions and lemon.
راس الحانوت.
Yeah, ras hanut is kind of like mixed spices. Eat the tangia healthy.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
You may get a little bit hot or horny after that.
Eating camel makes you horny.
Yeah.
Omar, come on.
كذا ما شاء الله يولي زعما
فحل.
Yeah, like a stallion.
Like a stallion.
Yeah.
صون.
That camel looked like a one-pot wonder, but that's way better than any stew my mum's cooked, let me tell you that. That meat is so tender. Right now, I don't know what's more tender, my back or the meat. Delicious. Really good. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Take care.
Yeah.
The slow, and I really do mean slow, cooked camel meat is a revelation. It's definitely going to be part of my New Year Berber feast. So, Amar's invited me to his farm to collect the meat before I head back up into the mountains. Man, wow. What an amazing herd of camels. All these camels are reared purely for meat, for eating.
لا عندنا ديال الحليب بوحدهم.
No, meat and milk.
So, meat and dairy?
Yeah.
يلا يلا يلا.
Yes?
وي يلا يلا.
Okay. You're gonna milk it.
I'm going to milk it.
Yeah.
I've never milked a camel. Where's the teat? You have to show me where. Where?
It's a male.
Oh, it's a male. That's a mess. We're not milking that one, obviously. Come on, seriously? I'll get you back later. After a quick masterclass from Omar, it's time to milk my first camel. Hopefully, my hands aren't too cold. Man, they're strong, no? I have two jobs today. Getting milk from a camel and not getting kicked in the face by a camel.
Good.
Oh, le très bon. Le très bon.
So it looks like a cappuccino in there. Huh? Mmm. It's rich, huh?
Yeah.
Creamy.
Yeah.
It's boiling. I mean, it's so hot.
Yeah, it's coming directly from the teeth.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm really delicious.
Benin.
I thought it was gonna be a little bit sweet, but it's not that sweet. But it's creamy. It's very rich. That was insane. I mean, what buggers took me to a male camel? I'm looking and thinking, how do you milk this thing? With camel meat for the New Year's feast secured, I'm back on the road, heading deep into the Mid-Atlas Mountains. But I'm still on the lookout for more ingredients. Throughout my journey, I've noticed kids selling heart of palm on the roadside. But Najat has tipped me off about which area has the best ones. Bonjour. Tu vas bien? T'es en forme? How are you? We good? Can I have a little taste, please? It's almost like a sort of a sweet cucumber. That was delicious. And then lots more?
Oh, there's a lot of more up there, right?
How far off?
Oh, like 10 minutes.
I need about 6 more.
We can do that.
Let's
Yeah?
go.
Let's do it.
Let's go, let's go.
All
Thank
right.
you. So 10 minutes up.
10 minutes.
Those fresh hearts of palm taste so good. They're worth climbing a mountain for. It's a very, very, very long 10 minutes. Are you sure? But that's if we make it before I reach retirement age. They better taste good. Oh, my
They
God.
will.
Gentlemen, slow down. Doucement, s'il vous plaît, Mohammed. Doucement.
Gordon.
Come on.
Leave me.
Come on. And look at these boys. They're as fit as a mountain goat. Look at the speed they get up there.
Yeah.
Wait for Grandad.
Here we are. This is the best place.
Finally.
Can you see the technique?
Yeah, I'm watching the technique. The trick is to cut the palm as close to the ground as possible to get to the juiciest part. Stand back, please. It also helps if you've seen the shining. When was the last time this was sharpened?
1 or 3.
Oh la la.
There you go. He didn't cut it correctly.
No.
The best part of it stays in the floor,
Inside.
the ground. Yeah, inside.
So I've got the top, but no heart. Okay, right, this one. Second time.
Almost there. But it's McLaren. There you go.
Finally.
There you go.
Merci. Look at that.
Try it.
That is so fresh. Delicious. It's almost like a raw artichoke, but sweeter than an artichoke. So I've seen the majority of these come out of a can. They actually cut them down fresh. Yeah, that's freshness on a different level. High five.
Here we are.
Up. Good job.
High five.
Good job.
All right.
Najat's tip-off has delivered. These are definitely going on my menu. The day has finally arrived. The villagers are getting ready to celebrate the Berber New Year.
Today's my final day in Morocco, and I'm cooking for Kader and his Berber family. It's a big celebration. It's New Year's Day, so one of the most important days across their calendar.
I'm going head-to-head with Najat Kanaj, one of Morocco's finest chefs.
Najat,
Hey!
we're good?
How you doing?
What a week.
How is everything?
Crazy. Let me help you with some of that wood.
Yes.
Last time I saw her, I realized I screwed up by not giving her a job.
Now, did you miss me?
No.
And the next thing I knew, I was rappelling down a waterfall. But I'm sure that that was just a coincidence.
Now, Omar, my camel man, I was supposed to go for dinner.
Yeah.
Had a hammam instead, and then whilst I was getting washed and dressed...
I don't want to know. Thank you.
But the ladies do hammam.
Good. Yeah. Well.
Hang on. I think it's best I just hurry up and tell her what I'm gonna cook.
Camel. That's going to be one big main course.
With all this, the magic of Morocco,
Ras al Hanout,
the colors of Morocco.
paprika, the maize, salt, pepper. I mean, beautiful.
Amazing. Let me show you what I got.
Surprise, surprise. Najat is also using camel.
That's the leg.
Yes.
Amazing.
This,
That's the
the ham,
Yeah.
which we're gonna use to braise this a little bit, yeah, to give a little bit of color.
Beautiful.
Now we should not talk anymore, and we should just go on cooking because we have this New Year's, very New Year's that you have to surprise us.
Yes, I'm going to try and surprise you, but I want to learn.
We could talk.
Yeah?
I could come
if I
around.
fall behind, help me,
Yes,
please.
we will help you. No worries.
Yes?
Yes, we're many of us.
Okay,
we
good
do.
luck.
Yes, thank you
Let's
very much.
I might be a Michelin star chef, but here, that counts for nothing. Najat's been cooking authentic Moroccan cuisine all her life. I just hope I can live up to her standards.
My days eating Moroccan food in restaurants in London, trust me, I'm miles away from preparing and cooking food here in the Atlas Mountains. Now, I'm going to dice this a little bit smaller than Omar showed me because I haven't got 8 hours and time for a hammam this afternoon. I'm going to use the camel shoulder and the cheek. I'm going to mix them together, almost like an oxtail and a shin. You okay?
Super okay. Thank you.
About 10 years ago, Najat sent several letters as a job application to come and work for me. I didn't get to see those, and she never made it through the door. I think she's using this moment to get her own back. Najat,
Yeah.
do you have a knife sharpener, please?
No.
We're supposed to be friends. Najat,
Yeah.
you okay? Need some help?
I'm in my territory, my friend.
I know. I know it's your territory.
I'm going head-to-head against one of Morocco's finest chefs, Najat Kanaj, under pressure to deliver a feast worthy of a Berber New Year.
Chef Gordon.
Salam.
Happy New Year. Dan, the guests are here, and I am running behind. Right now, I feel like a fish out of water. Najat's good. She's not giving much away. She's a proper chef. Close-guarded, don't ask me for help. That's how feisty she is. I've never, ever cooked with olive oil that I've pressed literally 100 meters away. You can smell it. It is absolutely incredible. Meat in.
My main dish is a slow-cooked camel tangier, inspired by the one I tasted with Omar in Fez.
You can smell that. That fragrance is just incredible. Lemons in. I want the lemons to sort of disintegrate, so it gives that really nice acidic flavor. The chickpeas will release its starch and literally allow this thing to thicken up naturally. It's going to take about 90 minutes. Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I smell some deliciousness.
What?
What's happening here?
I'm using some of the shoulder, the jowl.
Smells very nice,
yeah.
very citric.
Ras Al Hanout.
Ras Al Hanout.
That's my tangier. So,
Amazing. Welcome to Morocco. So
Thank you.
maybe you can move this one and put this one there.
yeah, I'm going to start cooking on there again in a minute.
Ah, okay.
But thank you, chef. You said, get into the mountains, understand. I'm still learning, okay?
No problem.
Forgive me.
Fine.
Remember, the proof is at the end, in the flavor, right?
Next on my menu is a chicken rafisa, a classic Berber dish traditionally served for celebrations.
It's the baby chickens with the most amazing spice. The idea is to coat those chickens in all of this. Please be quiet. Guess what's happening? That's what's going to happen to you next. Come on.
We pick them with our hands. We cook them with our hands.
Yes, but did you rappel down a waterfall with your hands to get them? I don't think so.
Now, peas in the amazing chicken. And then look, these amazing morel mushrooms. That's going to elevate that chicken dish into something absolutely stunning.
With my rafisa and tangier slow cooking, it's onto my side dish, caramelized carrots. But I'm missing one vital ingredient.
Fatima, do you have any honey for my carrots? Yes? Thank you.
Thank goodness for my 9-year-old sous chef.
Whereabouts?
Carter's daughter, Fatima, says her grandma may be able to help.
You've probably got no idea what I'm saying. It all makes sense when you taste my carrots.
It's a Berber New Year tradition to exchange food with your neighbours, although not to bring a pasty British chef to your grandma's house. Fingers crossed, I can swap some heart of palm for her local honey.
Bonjour, madame.
Ça, pourquoi je suis tellement?
Merci. Wow. That's amazing. Ah. All of this? Wow. Happy New Year. Oh, give. And, madame, some hearts of palm. Yes, thank you so much. Happy New Year. Caramelized carrots with grandma's honey. How good is that? It's good. I should keep him quiet.
Annoyingly, Najat plates up first. She's serving braised camel and a chicken stew alongside some delicious sautéed mushrooms. I'm serving my chicken rafisa on a bed of worker pastry that I learned how to make with Najat in the Medina in Fez.
Look at that. My God. Oh, beautiful. It smells incredible.
And the pièce de résistance, my camel tangier.
The one that I'm most excited for. Really beautiful.
With hungry guests waiting, I've just got time to put the finishing touches to my final side dish. Freshly picked heart of palm in a goat's cheese dip.
Najat, you ready? A week isn't long enough to understand that Berber magic. Now, I don't want egg on my face. But right now, I could be a little bit out my league.
I just hope I've shown Najat that I've come to grips with the secrets of Berber cuisine.
Bonjour.
Salam alaikum.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Ça va?
May I? Pardon. And finally, the chicken. Please enjoy. Bon appetit. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
هذا الرمان.
Mushroom man, nice to see you. Bonjour, Abdullah.
It's very wonderful, Champagne.
That was very wonderful, yeah. What an amazing day. And what an amazing cook, because New Year's celebration is a feast. More importantly, it brings the community and the families together. A little bit nervous to begin with, because you need to respect their culture and not cook out of their zone. I've gone to hell and back to get those ingredients, and it's just so nice to see everybody happy. Excellent.
Now, it's the moment of truth. Have I managed to cook like a Berber?
How was it? Which camel dish did you prefer? This one or that one over there?
I prefer this one more.
Damn, Najat's got the upper hand. What is it that's given her dish the edge over mine?
Did you cook yours with a different stock?
No.
No?
Same one, no.
Did you cut it smaller?
Just cumin, pepper, and ginger.
Cumin, pepper, and ginger.
Skin of orange, lemon.
Ah, okay. I love that idea.
Yeah. Any other dish?
جبن لك الرفيسة. الرفيسة مزيانة. He's saying this one was perfect.
Oh, good. At least my chicken was a hit. Now, I need my sous chef to weigh in.
Fatima, which camel dish do you prefer?
That one. I love you.
She likes Mr. Gordon.
Thank you all. I've learned a lot because I've never used camel. It's something that we've never eaten in England. You've really given me an insight to an amazing way of how to eat and cook.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being here, champion.
Amazing. As Questan Bagi, Happy New Year! Thank you, everybody. Amazing.
It was great to see everyone enjoy our meal. And while I may not have gotten every vote, I got the one that mattered.
He did amazing. I liked it very much. His energy is awesome. He understood the whole cultural process. He has a great spirit, and he's Gordon Ramsay. He's the person that we all seen with a great soul.
Good job. Good job. Boom. Boom. Thank you. What an amazing week, and I've fallen in love with Morocco. I've really understood that Berber culture.
I've been humbled by these people's incredible hospitality. I've learned techniques that go back centuries. And I've been reminded you don't need a fancy kitchen to produce truly outstanding cuisine.
To see them happy, they start their year off with a great feast for any chef anywhere in the world. That is a meal that ends as a dream come true. Now, on to my next adventure.
Coming up the creek.
Right.
And they'll travel up that waterfall there. And they'll travel in thousands.
Up the waterfall?
Up the waterfall.
They have teeth?
They have teeth.
Do they bite?
They bite. Just here. Just here. Don't let him get away. Both hands. Get him, boy! Get him!
I'm in New Zealand on a mission to unlock one of the world's best kept food secrets. Maori cuisine.
I feel like I'm at the end of the earth because the next stop is Antarctica.
What I know about the food of this isolated country could be written on a grain of rice. So I'm starting on the remote and wild Stewart Island, known by the Maori as Reki Ora.
I'm here to meet Monique Fizo. Now, she's a super talented, up-and-coming Kiwi chef, and she's really blazing a trail, putting Maori cuisine firmly on the map. She's somewhere down there in the middle of nowhere. Monique, finally.
Gordon.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Good to see you. Are you good?
I'm great.
What an amazing place.
Welcome to New Zealand.
Monique Fizo is one of New Zealand's top chefs. Trained in Michelin-star restaurants, but passionate about her Maori heritage. She's on a one-woman mission to blend the food of her ancestors with the world of fine dining.
Now, I've never, ever ventured into that Maori cuisine. So what do I need to understand?
There's 4 main ecosystems. There's the oceans and the river. That's Tongaroa, god of the sea. And then there's the mountains and the forest. Papatuanuku, Earth Mother.
Papa what?
Papatuanuku.
Okay, Papatuanuku.
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 That's the one. It's a complex cuisine. There's a lot of customs involved. It's not just about, you know, growing food and just making it. There's a lot of like different traditions that are interwoven in all of the food.
The Maori first arrived in New Zealand on pioneering voyages from Polynesia in the 13th century. Although they brought some crops with them, much of their diet relied on hunting and gathering from the forest and ocean. A tradition which Maori chefs like Monique are keeping alive through their cooking.
Now, foraging, is it big on the menu here?
It is big on the menu here. A lot of the time, it's the only way to get your hands on these ingredients.
Wow.
And as you can see, I've got 2 machetes, one of which is for you.
That's my machete.
That's your machete. Ask all the chefs at my restaurant. We all own a machete each.
I know, but you don't walk home at night with this thing, do you?
No, we tuck it in our backpacks.
You tuck it with your backpack. These machetes are lethal.
Monique is a woman I'm definitely not going to argue with, especially when she's on the hunt for wild food.
So this is not like walking down a supermarket aisle.
No, this is one of the hard work we do to get the food we need to eat.
They're everywhere. Monique, really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Keep going, chef.
But these vines are more than just a jungle gym. At their tip is a secret Maori delicacy.
So these are the young shoots that come off the vines, and they're super tender.
Wow. You can eat that?
You can eat that. They're hard to find. It's like bush asparagus. Give it a try. They're really good.
They are good. They are like asparagus. So soft and delicate.
Yeah.
Delicious.
All I can see in this tangled forest are potential personal injury claims.
Oh, here's a good one.
But for Machete Monique, it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
What's that?
Hodopito.
Hodopito.
Yeah, it's a native bush pepper tree.
Wow.
It's super spicy, super peppery. Have a munch on that.
Wow.
Oh, that one's spicy. Ooh.
That is spicy. That's incredible from that. Quite numb now, my tongue.
Yeah.
From hot.
And it's going to stay that way for a while.
There's now a full-scale forest fire in my mouth. But Monique's not done yet.
It's amazing from the beach. It doesn't look that steep.
She's got another surprise for me, high up in the forest canopy.
That is deep in there, Monique.
I know. It's a good workout.
Isn't it?
Next challenge. This is a fuchsia tree. The best thing about this tree,
Go on.
the berries. And they're usually way up high. So the best ones, they're bright purple and they're super sweet.
Yeah.
But they're just a bit of a pain to get.
So we just shake the tree and it'll drop down?
No, you're going to have to go up.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You sure they'll take my weight, the branches?
We'll soon find out. I'll wait here.
That's very kind of you. Honestly, you said come foraging, right?
Yeah. I didn't say it would all be on the ground. Just a little bit further now.
Oh, do you hear that?
I heard that. Go. Right, Tarzan up there.
Can you see them?
I can see them right in front of you.
Right. Bloody hell, it's windy. So the bright purple ones, right?
Bright purple, those are the ones we're after. If you toss them down...
They look like tiny dates. Wow.
How good are those?
It's almost like a treetop dessert.
I just think that they're one of the best ingredients that we have in this country.
They're bloody tasty. Fuchsia berries.
Fuchsia berries.
Pretty hairy, scaling that tree, especially in the wind. But another hidden gem. And what a delicious little berry. There's no seeds inside, so that's a nice thing. So it's just bursting with flavour. The pain in the arse was they're at the top of the tree, not the bottom. That was amazing in there. Fascinating flavours, contrasts. No one's cultivating it and grown it in kilos. It's found wild. That's the beginning of the journey for me.
Māoris have lived this way for centuries, just living off the ocean and the land.
Yeah.
And I'm preparing a huge feast at the end of this week for the local tribe.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of elders. They are basically the keepers of the land.
Wow.
They understand this land better than any of us. Why don't you come along?
So, cook at the end of the week together for the tribe?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to.
This is an enormous challenge for Gordon. A lot of these ingredients he's never tasted before, so it's a totally different ball game.
A little bit nervous because I've never come across those berries and ferns and leaves, but I'm not too sure what to do with them yet. So that's the difficult part up here.
With the feast just 5 days away, I need a crash course in Maori cuisine. So Monique's sending me on a mission to discover New Zealand's finest foods. From the land and the ocean, which is where I'm exploring today.
Zane, good morning.
With 13th generation fisherman Zane, who like many Stewart Islanders is of mixed descent from both Maori and European settlers.
What a gorgeous spot.
Yeah, it's a nice spot, eh?
It is beautiful. Now, Monique suggested I get to meet you, but more importantly, she said you're going fishing this morning, so I'd love to be part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're most welcome.
Yeah?
Yep, let's go.
Waiting aboard is Zane's first mate.
Morning, sir.
A salty old sea dog known as Fluff.
So what's your real name?
Gordon.
No, stop it. No, Gordon's a name, right?
I know, that's right.
Yeah? Fluff, you ready?
Yep.
Let's go, mate.
What for Captain Bay? You been there, Maury?
Good morning.
With over 200 years of fishing history in his blood, Zane knows these waters better than most of the fish around here. This morning, he's going to fully immerse me in the life of a Stewart Island fisherman.
You need this, and there's your footwear.
Holy mackerel, they're huge fins. So, free diving?
Yeah, free diving. We're going to catch paua, which are native New Zealand abalone, highly prized.
Paua are a unique species of abalone, only found here in New Zealand. Monique tells me they're one of the ocean's greatest delicacies, regarded by the Maori as a gift from the gods.
Oh, here's the tool for chipping the paua off the rocks.
It's like a flat iron, huh? Fluff, can you free dive? No. Not with that beard.
No.
Huh? Jeez. Man. The mask always leaks, yeah. Okay. Let's go. Seriously? Fluff, can you just tie a knot in that for me, please? All round back, sir. Yes. Man.
So, you all set?
Yep, ready to go.
Cool. Oh, one last thing. Just keep an eye out for the sharks.
I'm off the coast of New Zealand's Stewart Island, diving for paua, a much sought-after shellfish. With no sharks in sight, my guide Zane shows me how it's done. Looks easy enough. Now, it's my turn.
Here we go.
Paua cling to the rocks on the seabed. But there's so much kelp down here, I can't find them. And after just a few seconds, I'm gasping for air.
That's a lot harder than it looks. Controlling the breathing.
Oh, man. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
There's a little surge there as well, so you get pushed around a lot as well.
Yeah, you're looking at a surge here, yeah.
Paua are a protected species that can only be harvested by freedivers. Amateurs like me have a daily limit of 10.
That's hard.
If it was easy, everybody was doing it.
But at this rate, I'll be lucky to get one.
I got onto a few just down here.
Ready?
Yeah.
To the right.
Yeah, just over here.
Okay. Nice one.
At last, I can see my bounty. But prizing them off the rocks is a lot tougher than Zane made it look.
Now, you can't touch them first.
No, you touch the first, they'll stick on really tight.
In Maori legend, power were compared to mighty warriors, able to overcome their opponents with stubborn strength. But surely, I'm not going to be out-muscled by a 6-inch shellfish.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I'm holding it in my hand as well, trying to put it off.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't touch them before you try and get them off. But just try and get your trail underneath them and give them a flick.
Damn.
Monique sent me here to gather a key ingredient for our final feast. Somehow, I think failure isn't an option.
Yeah! Woo! Oh, man. That's a beauty.
Great, you got 1 out of your 10. You're not a native, you got 9 more to go. Well done, 2 at once.
Man, that's so beautiful. Woo!
Just a few more, and I'll have enough for our feast. The question is, are they as tasty as Monique and Zane say they are? We're having a fish fry on the beach, and that means I get to use the F word.
Fluff,
Hey,
when did you catch those buggers?
just what you use whenever you dive.
Serious?
Yeah, no, that's...
Blue cod. Amazing. So how are you going to cook these things?
We're going to try doing it in kelp.
In kelp?
Like we did when we were kids.
Yeah. Is this the same kelp that we were diving in?
amongst it, yeah.
Wow.
Old Mary method originally, they cooked lots of stuff in the kelp.
And so you literally make this little pocket,
Make the
right?
pocket. And we're going to put the fish and then we're going to put it inside another bag.
What a great idea. So that will burn, that will steam.
Yeah.
Amazing. Don't go all the way now.
I've heard of boiling a bag, but boiling a kelp is a new one on me.
How cool is that? No seasoning, because obviously the kelp will give it the saltiness, right? Yeah. Look at that. It's like a little satchel, huh? It's like a little bum bag. Who needs an oven when you got this out here? Can't wait to taste that.
It won't take very long at all.
There's just enough time to prepare the power.
So how'd you get these out?
So you put your thumb in, try and get hard against the shell.
Right.
And when you feel that hard muscle in front of you, just keep pushing and try and get underneath it, and it'll pop.
Man, that's how you get them out?
Yeah, that's it. Pops.
Wow. It's incredible how firm they are.
Some chefs would gently tenderize this delicacy, but that's not how they do it here.
So we wrap them up in a cloth and give them a smack with a rock.
Really?
That's it. Yep.
This is how we tenderize them?
Yep.
So we're literally just going to fry these now. What would you normally do?
I like them for breakfast, fried whole, with a couple of eggs and a bit of steak sauce.
Seriously? What a delicacy. Straight in.
Yeah, I reckon.
Now that is incredible. It's like stunning ribeyes from the sea. Huh?
Yeah.
They are beautiful.
Traditionally, power was served to high-ranking Maori guests. I'm pretty sure none of them were called fluff, but there's a first time for everything.
Fluff. Now you're getting a little one.
Oh, yeah.
Because you didn't dive.
Yeah.
I'm dying to taste these. Huh? Cheers, guys. My God. They are delicious. It's amazing how tender they are now.
They're very tender and very nice. Got to be tender because they haven't got any top taste. So.
Now, for Fluff's kelp-cooked blue cod.
Wow. Fluff. I love you. That is steamed to perfection. Was that a fluke, or are you the real deal?
I said, oh, we're real deal.
You're the real deal. What an extraordinary day. I've understood how precious the water is, what they get from the sea and how they live. Now, I got to put all this together and somehow cook a meal of a lifetime, because there's no excuse, because so far, the ingredients have been second to none. Gathering those power by hand has given me a fascinating insight into how little ocean foraging has changed since the days of Zane's ancestors. And I'm hoping I'm now one step closer to earning a place at Monique's side for our final feast. Gents, what a treat. Thank you. I promise next time I'll stay down there longer. Yeah?
Don't give up your day job.
I'd be skinned, right?
You'd be very, very poor.
Day 3 in New Zealand, and it's blown a gale. I'm about to fly to the mountains. But my pilot looks more like he's just out of diapers than flight school. Good morning.
How you going? Joel, nice to meet you.
Is Dad here?
Dad? No.
Are you the captain?
I'm the captain, mate.
Seriously?
Jump on in.
Where's the co-pilot?
You're the co-pilot.
Oh, jeez, really? Are you kidding me? Babyface Joel is flying me north to the South Island, where I'll continue my quest for ingredients for the final feast. Now, this is where I want to really learn about the food of New Zealand, mountains and rivers. And my first destination is somewhere right down there. Alongside that, flying with a pilot that's barely 12 years old. Date of birth is what?
I'm a 96 baby.
Born in 96. I'd opened my 14th restaurant by then. The wind's throwing this plane around like a rag doll.
Foxtrot Whiskey Zulu, final.
Something young Joel probably still keeps next to his pillow. Not bad at all. Thank God he didn't that one up. Sorry. Is that on the airwave?
Yeah.
This is the spectacular Matukituki River. Fed by towering glaciers, it's the perfect place to find my next married delicacy. Now Monique's arranged for me to meet this incredible eel fisherman. She said you'll recognize him when you spot him. Jeremy! How are you, sir?
Good to see you, kia ora.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, brother. I'm going to give you a traditional Māori greeting. This is called a hongi.
Horny?
Hongi.
Hongi, excuse me.
Nothing horny about me, son. The touching of the noses allows us to share a sacred breath.
Amazing.
Come on the boat, mate. We're
Thanks,
going
bud.
for a ride.
Thank you, bud. Invented by a thrill-seeking Kiwi. The speed is insane. Jet boats can hit 50 miles an hour and are purpose-built for New Zealand's fast-flowing shallow rivers.
The only way to travel when you're doing the traditional Māori fishing.
My God. They can also do this. "25 miles upriver, we've reached Jeremy's secret eel fishing location.
And this is where we get off.
We're getting off here?
Yeah.
Eels are one of the most highly valued foods in Maori cuisine.
You ready, brother?
Let's go, Captain.
And having spent a lifetime studying Maori culture,
That is beautiful. What a waterfall.
Today, Jeremy's going to teach me a traditional method of catching them.
Would you find eels in here?
They can be everywhere. They're coming up the creek.
Right.
And they'll travel up that waterfall there.
Really?
They've got a mouth that they can suction onto it, and they'll travel in thousands.
Up the waterfall?
Up the waterfall.
So this is your favourite pool?
This is the pool.
Yep.
Once you start chasing them, they're going to want to come and try their best to look like a log, or just get well away from you by tucking in under the bank here. So you're going to have to fish around for it,
So
rope
wait,
around.
there's no line, there's no rod, there's no bait. So the idea is what?
You're going to use your hands, these slippery wee suckers.
Stop it. Do they have teeth? Do they bite?
They have teeth. They bite. Big fella like you, you'll be all right, though.
That's cold.
Was that something there?
No.
No, I just saw a bit of murky water suggest that something made that above us. Just here, just here.
Stop it.
Can you see this? Quietly, quietly, quietly.
That's a tree.
This is an eel. Don't let him get away. Both hands under his belly, and you're going to flick him up to me. You can do it. Both hands at once.
He's gone back under now. Where's he gone? Can you see him?
He's under the bank somewhere. Yes, I can see him. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm knee-deep in the remote backwaters of New Zealand's Matukutuki Valley.
Oh, damn! He's gone back under now.
Attempting to catch freshwater eels.
Gordon, we've got another one just beside you. He's a little bit bigger than the one we've just seen.
That's not an eel, that's a tree trunk.
No, this is an eel beside the tree trunk.
Damn! Now I can see him.
What if I use that stick?
Yep.
So that I don't get bitten and you catch him with your bare hands. All right, no mucking around on this one, Gordon. You're going to lift it and throw it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, keep going, keep going. Just bring him out. Bring him out. Yes, boy! Get him!
Oh, damn! They're so slippery. Right, where's he gone now?
Don't move. I can see his spine in there. You got to make sure that you can get him in such a way that you're supporting his weight.
Yes.
Because he's a big boy. Get your hands under there, sort of tickle him, have him relax. You've got him now, right? Totally committed to this. Born ready.
Let's go. Third time lucky, come on. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yes! Good boy! Got it.
Well, that is not small.
Gordon, you've done bloody well.
Look at the size of that thing. My God, he's beautiful.
I reckon he's a good 6 kg.
That's insane.
You know, he could survive out of water for days.
Serious?
If he had to. They make great pets. You know, you can feed them in the...
I'm just amazed. I'm amazed at the size of them.
I'm amazed you kissed it.
The Maori have been catching eels for hundreds of years.
So put him back?
Yeah, put him back.
But according to tradition, you only take what you need. And since Jeremy has already an eel to eat, we're letting this beauty go.
Koe te tuna kaumātua, kia ro hoki tō ranga e koro tēnā koe.
You didn't tell me the size of a freaking anaconda.
That was awesome, eh, bro?
It turns out he's not just an expert fisherman. He's also pretty handy with a homemade smoker.
That looks beautiful. It's lightly smoked, right?
It's lightly smoked.
Look how moist it is. Wow. That's delicious. It's so sweet.
Thank you, brother.
There's something so important from a chef's point of view to get that close with a sauce. How important is the food with American Egg for you now?
It's all about the puku, we say.
The puku?
The puku, the stomach, eh?
Uh-huh.
It's the source of emotions and feelings, comes from the guts.
Yeah.
And families used to fight to protect the eels. Right. It was that important that we preserved not only the food, but the environment, because with this eel comes the environment as well, and we're really proud of that.
Those delicacies that I've discovered, from foraging the forest to diving, and now with that eel on top of that, it's almost like it's one of the best kept secrets in the culinary world. Maori cuisine. They have so much real, close-knit connect with ingredients. It's spiritual. And now I've got a pedigree of Maori insights, and I'm desperate now to have a go. Thank you. Kia ora.
Kia ora. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
There's just one more ingredient I need for the final feast. Monique has instructed me to head for the hills in search of a mountain goat. And of course, she expects me to hunt it myself. Under the watchful eye of guide Dan Russell. Introduced to New Zealand in the 18th century, goats are an invasive species, and with no natural predators, they've caused untold damage to native vegetation.
How decimated had the land become because of the goats? Are they destroying that much?
They're all pests. 15 years ago, they were right out of control. And we need to control them because New Zealand wasn't built to have all these animals here.
No.
The Maori have always sought to live in harmony with their environment. Hunting invasive species may be one way for modern-day Kiwis to help redress the balance.
And the best side of it, you get to take food home that you've sourced yourself.
Sure.
Cook it up and be proud of it.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Beautiful big free-range goat.
Yeah, the size of him.
He knows we're here. So I want to get sort of a bit of a level mound. We go through the brush, there's going to be nowhere for you to lay down and get a shot.
No.
We'll sneak up and just put eyes on them.
Sure.
I'm hoping that when we get around this ridge another 200 yards, we'll be in shootable range.
Sure enough, just beyond the ridge,
see it just here?
We spot two more goats.
I'll try and get a bit closer.
He's looking over.
Don't let it see you.
I need to act fast, but we're on uneven ground, making my shot extremely difficult.
Dig that knee in, dig your elbow into that leg. They're onto us. Give it a... So close the bolt.
Oh, it's just safety. Close.
Yep, safety's off.
Thank you.
Just take your time. How steady can you hold it?
Yeah. Yeah, I want him now.
And you reckon you can shoot it like that?
Yeah, I want him now.
The green light to shoot if we can. Just take your time, and you want to hit right in the edge of the shoulder.
I'm hunting wild mountain goats high up in New Zealand's Southern Alps.
There you go, there's your shot there. Got it tight into your shoulder. Are we good to shoot? Like that?
Yeah, I want him now.
Oh, you're right, take your time, we're not panicking. Good work. Good shooting.
Yeah, it's a lot harder when you're balancing your knee as opposed to laying that down.
And I don't normally like doing that shot, but we had no other option here, and they're onto us.
And there's no flat ground here, is there?
I had confidence you were going to hit him.
Yeah, the heart's beating like Big Ben. I mean, your adrenaline is pumping. It's windy, we're on the edge of the cliff, and the hard thing was taking the shot on your knee as opposed to laying flat and being, 100% accurate. But you have that split second and you're down that barrel and it's in your sight. You've got to take the shot. This is not wrapped up in cling film and stacked on a shelf in a supermarket. This is proper outdoor wild hunting. Monique stipulated, get into the mountains, understand what we live off. And I'm happy that goat is big enough now for both of us to share, and it's definitely going to be the centerpiece for our cook.
It's my final day in New Zealand, and I'm back on Stewart Island.
Big day today. It's time to put everything I've learned into practice. So, a little bit nervous because I'm coming out of my comfort zone.
Tonight, I'll serve a Maori-inspired feast to a group of elders with my kick-ass mentor.
Monique,
Gordon.
I survived.
Oh, you survived?
Oh, my Lord. You good?
Oh, I'm excellent.
Let's just hope this cook goes to plan. If not, Monique's going to have my balls in a vice.
What do you got?
So I've got my herbs, I've got the goats, I've got the power. Shall I light the fire?
Not yet.
Go on.
First, we need to dig the pit.
The pit?
The pit.
Right.
Then we've got to light the fire, heat these rocks until they're glowing red. Then we're going to put our food in the ground. Then we're going to wait a few hours. Then we're going to dig it back out as if it wasn't painful enough to dig the hole in the first place. And then we'll serve the food.
Why a pit?
Because this is how we do it. We're doing a hangi.
How far down?
2 feet.
Stop it.
I'm not kidding.
Dating back to their ancestors in Polynesia 1,000 years ago.
This is crazy.
The hangi is a traditional Maori method of cooking food in the ground.
You've gone eeling.
Yeah.
You've gone goat hunting.
Yeah.
You've gone diving.
Yeah.
You've gone into the forest. You've discovered all these amazing things about New Zealand. Are you ready for tonight?
To be honest, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. Now that I'm digging a pit to cook my goat in, you didn't tell me at the beginning of the week that we're going to be digging a hole and cooking in a pit.
I always like to leave a few surprises. Confident?
Yes.
Oh, that was...
1 hour of hard labour later, we're ready for stage 2.
We are flaming, girl.
This is going to burn for 2 hours, so in the meantime, we'll get all our stuff ready to put in the pit.
Time to get cooking, starting with my mountain goat and those fiery leaves we foraged from the forest.
Right. Monique, what are you rubbing your goat with? The horopino?
Using hotapito on yours?
Yes.
Me too. Nice and spicy?
Nice and spicy. That's going to be the pepper flavour in there as well, right?
That's right.
In my kitchens, I use foil to wrap meat, but that's not the Maori way.
All right, no tin foil, no worries.
We're using puka leaves.
Do we wrap veins inside or outside?
Inside.
To stop the meat drying out during cooking. And harakiki flax to tie them together.
That's one done. I mean, it's a little bit prehistoric, but it's done. Right, next one.
Just gonna check this real quick. Oh, I think it's coming undone, Chef.
Not tight enough.
I think you might want to start again.
Bloody hell's bells. It looks easy tying these things, but it's not, you know that?
Just like your shoelace, Gordon.
Right.
Sure, your kids could do it.
Holy mackerel.
Fragrant and highly strung, and that's just me. Our goat goes into baskets lined with aromatic herbs.
The sweet potatoes in as well?
Sweet potatoes in, and we'll just put them in the gaps.
Oh, man.
Heavier?
Yeah.
So too are the now red-hot rocks.
How hot is that?
Must be 1,000 degrees. All right, we're almost there. Now let's get the food on. Like that.
Next, the pit is covered with soak-in sacks to create a primitive pressure cooker.
And then... Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah,
that's the steam starting. If you weren't sick of your shovel...
Finally, because I haven't been punished enough already, more shoveling. I've met some hard workers in my time, but Monique is on another level.
If there's ever a cook that complains about the stove, I'm sending him to you. What an amazing technique, an underground oven. There's no cavity wall insulation, there's no digital clock to set the time. There's no convection. You've got a hole, baby. So there's no frickin' way I can have a sneak peek at my goat.
No.
You've buried it. Ashes to ashes,
Your
dust to
food
dust.
is in the hands of the gods.
May it rise deliciously. I've never felt more like a fish out of water than I have today because I can't touch anything. I can't double check for that level of perfection because that's it. It's in there now and roll on 3.5 hours because if that's not cooked, I'm done. Can I go and lie down, please?
We've got some sides to do.
Oh, my
Chef.
Lord, you are relentless.
Chef, come on.
And, surprise, surprise, Monique's side dishes are hidden in an unusual place.
Where are we going?
We're just going for a little walk in the forest.
Something tells me she isn't making coleslaw and fries.
We need to find some hoo-hoos.
Some what?
Some hoo-hoo grubs.
Some hoo-hoo grubs?
Yes. They live in fallen wood, rotten wood. Here we
Right.
go.
And they'll be in here?
They'll be right in the middle. There's a big market for it in this country. It's
Serious?
almost as expensive as caviar.
And is it considered as that much of a delicacy?
It's that much of a delicacy.
Girl, you've lost it. I'm telling you.
Too much time in the bush.
Yes. Yes.
Just keep cracking some of these open. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Native to New Zealand, hoo-hoo grubs are the larvae of the long-horned beetle.
Oh, yeah. That's a grade A, I reckon.
You grade your grubs?
We grade the grubs.
Stop it.
Yep, and I'll happily pay $180 to $190 for one of these.
Really?
Yep. Oh, that's a nice fat guy.
Monique.
Don't they look delicious, Gordon?
They do not look delicious.
Yes.
So they taste of...
They taste of peanut. I know that does not look like a jar of peanut butter.
You don't eat it raw like that.
Yeah, like that's its face. So it's in little spikes.
Yeah.
So those might bite you on the way down. So you don't want to start there. You want to pinch its face and eat its tail.
So pinch this end and bite there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll go first.
Please.
Okay.
It's final feast day in New Zealand, and the menu has taken an unexpected turn.
Great. Mmm. Is it wiggling around? This is really good. Really creamy.
Mighty. They are disgusting.
It's so good.
Peanut butter. Your peanut butter must be different to my peanut butter I grew up with. No, that is not for me, no.
I'll show you. I'll show you how they can be used.
Yeah, the only thing that's nutty would be the person eating them.
We'll soon find out. While Monique pounds those gross grubs into a pulp to make a creamy sauce, I crack on with my next dish, with another ingredient from my travels.
One of the dishes that I'm super excited about is the eel, because getting those things was incredible. So I'm just going to grill this with a little ginger Cherokee glaze. Manuka honey. How exciting is that?
Next, I'm going back to the fuchsia to make a chutney to accompany the goat with those beautiful berries I picked from the top of the tree.
So caramelise the garlic, shallots and ginger, a little bit of raw cane sugar with some butter. I'm going to use the peppery horapiro leaves, and then I'll drop the berries in.
You want to try the hoo-hoos?
May I?
Go for it.
See now, the taste of peanut.
Exactly.
See? How can it be so delicious coming from that disgusting, rubbery bug?
At the risk of sounding like an animal undertaker,
is that going to be ready?
Looks ready to me.
It's now been 3 agonising hours since we've buried our goat.
That smell is incredible. It's almost like we've opened the oven door. 2, 3, and again.
Great.
Heat coming out of there. Right.
There we go.
Big question is the goat cooked? Oh my God. Seriously. Ah! Lamb.
It's almost time to serve our Maori feast. Our honoured guests are arriving. They may have mixed ancestry, but make no mistake, they take their Maori heritage very seriously, especially when it comes to food.
Wait, are you still cooking?
Yeah, sorry, I'm going to be super quick, OK? Literally 30 seconds, please.
With kings of the ocean, Zane and Fluff at the table, I'd be thrown to the sharks if I didn't cook them some hand-dyed power.
Oh, God. Soon if we don't hurry up.
That was just tenderising the power, by the way.
Come on, hustle.
I'll be 30 seconds, I promise. Literally 30 seconds.
Guests staring at us.
Are they?
Need to move.
I know. Right, coming out the pan in 5 seconds.
5, 4,
Hold on, my lemon.
3, 2, 1.
I am ready.
Alongside my pan-fried power, my goat with fuchsia berry chutney, and with my teriyaki glazed eel, I'm serving a raw salad of wild forest herbs. To accompany her goat, Monique's made her signature hoo-hoo grub sauce, Maori potato flatbreads, and hangi steamed pudding.
Ki whakapainga i anai kai. I haumai nā te ringaringa o te araha. Hai rana mo mata tinana. Whangaha hoki ki mate warua. Ameni. Amen.
What a day. And when you experience cooking like that for the first time, it becomes even more special because it's special ingredients for special people with a special young chef. And then the uniqueness of it, because you start with those raw ingredients that are hand-sourced, and then you stick them in the ground, then all of a sudden, this whole thing comes to life. And you start taking in this culture that has been a tradition for centuries.
The question is, have I done it justice?
I've never been so nervous putting something into a hole and waiting 3.5 hours for it to cook, because I'm a control freak. So, did I pass the test?
Yeah,
Yes.
Everything is superb. The goat with the sauce on it, that's incredible, that. And the power is to die for.
The deal was just really good. It's probably just been a highlight.
Gordon did an awesome job. He's picked up a lot in a really short time about Māori ingredients and Māori cooking techniques. I didn't think a Brit would pick up our way of doing things so fast, but he's impressed me a lot.
Spending this week with Monique has been amazing because, in many ways, she reminds me of myself at 31. The difference between her and I is that I was trained in a modern European style and she's trained in a Maori style, and this connect together has been a wonderful lesson. Fluff, apart from half the food in your beard, you're saving that for later. What was your favourite part?
It was nice and tender. When the hoo-hoo grub sauce on it's really nice.
If you're ever in London, you're more welcome to come and join me at my restaurant for dinner.
I definitely will.
Okay.
Here in New Zealand, I've discovered unique ingredients.
Wow. That's delicious.
And learnt ingenious cooking methods.
So that will burn, that will steam.
Yeah.
Which deserve to rival some of the finest food on the planet.
It's almost like a sacred cuisine, and they have every reason to be overconfident, but no, they take the opposite route because I think deep down inside, the Maoris don't want this secret out there.
But they've inspired me, and I'll carry this inspiration with me wherever I go.